Let me ask you this. What do you think about the cost of the program versus the value that you get out of it?
Oh, you don't charge enough.
I don't
You don't,
charge enough.
you don't charge enough. The skill that I'm learning from you, in the way you teach, which resonates with how I learn, and it's right back to the business that I've had. I had the skill to do what I did to own a company.
Well, you're a seasoned entrepreneur and a business owner, and so I value that opinion. I appreciate you saying that.
I still need to continue with that next level of income that I feel that I'll be able to control. It's all about controlling.
All about control.
100%. 100%.
Now, John, as an entrepreneur, do you think that control is important? Is in your people call me a control freak, okay, and you're right. I am a control freak, and that's. Do you think you can be happy without control?
No. Anybody who says to take a step back, you have to be in control, because quite honestly, you're the only person you can truly trust.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I look at it. I have been burnt so many times in my career where I've given up a little control, and I've relied upon others to do the right thing and ethically, professionally, all of those things. And I've been burnt a lot. And in my opinion, control is where it's at. You have to have control. That's just me. I just can't. It depends. The little things, sure, okay. Divest yourself of the little things so that you can focus on the bigger things. Absolutely. But the bigger things, no, I need control of that. No, I don't trust anyone other than myself.
What does freedom mean to you, John?
Freedom, it really comes down to being able to do what you want, when you want, from where you want. I mean, in the end, that's freedom. I did not have freedom when I owned my business.
Right.
That was not freedom. I earned a great living, great living. And like I said, it wasn't the smartest move to sell it because it was a big financial hit, but I was not free. I was a prisoner of my own business. That was not freedom. Okay.
Right.
This is freedom. Being able to do what you want, when you want, from where you want. Christ almighty, look where you live now, and you go off the Starlink and you're good to go. People are trading from campus, for Christ's sakes, and having the peace of mind that you're taking care of your family, you're taking care of future generations potentially, doing better, train, keep learning, continuous learning, never stop. So yeah, it's an exciting feeling. It's re-energized. To be quite honest with you.
That's great.
So that's I'm very thankful.
Let me ask you this. What do you think about the cost of the program versus the value that you get out of it?
Oh, you don't charge enough.
I don't charge enough.
You don't charge enough. See, listen, $5,000 for the value. So, it's obviously a tremendous value. And I say you don't charge enough. You don't. At the end of the day, it's not about the $5,000 and the 6 weeks of training. You're talking about something that can never be taken away from you.
Sure, it's a life skill.
It's a life skill. What's the value of that? Jesus Christ! I mean, go to take classes at a college somewhere, and you can spend $5,000 in a heartbeat. 10 would be. I would have done it for 10. You have to look forward. Now, listen, not everybody's in a position to be able to write checks for that kind of money. I understand that. So, but the amount that you charge right now, absolutely more than fair. And in fact, down the road, if you end up creating additional beyond the 6 weeks, if you create some, advanced something or other, how the other modules that you charge for, I'm all over. I'm all over. You've earned a lifelong student, and how do you put a value on a life skill? You can't. You can't put a value on a life skill. No amount of value. 5,000. Okay, bank, whatever. Listen, it necessary evils at times, but I try to fly under the radar, and do what I have to do to be happy and live comfortably. I do want to.
Yeah.
I want to be comfortable. So it does take money to do that. So I've done some things right in my career, earning what I had previously earned. And that's all great, but this is obviously going to be a continuation of that.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, I look forward to continuing working with you and watching you really get this and grow and be able to accomplish your goals with it.